Sri Lanka's Cabinet of Ministers has approved a proposal by President Ranil Wickremesinghe to reduce the value-added tax registration threshold with effect from the 1st of January 2024 to the total value of supplies that tax can be charged, from 80 million rupees to 60 million rupees from the total value of supplies that taxes can be recovered per year. The decision came after the government passed the Value-Added Tax Amended Bill in Parliament yesterday, where VAT was increased from 15% to 18% beginning 2024. A cabinet statement confirmed that the bill has been drafted by the legal draftsman, adding applicable revisions following which clearance from the Attorney General was sought and granted. Cabinet has granted the permission to publish the draft bill in the Government Gazette notification and subsequently furnish the same to Parliament for its concurrence. In another development, the Cabinet of Ministers approved a proposal by the Minister of Power and Energy to appoint a combined standing committee representing 12 institutions to make decisions pertaining to renewable energy projects and monitor the performance of the relevant institutions with special focus on efficiency and promptness. The committee will consist of members from the Presidential Secretariat, who will be the chairman of the committee, the Prime Minister's Office, the Minister of Finance, Economic Stabilization and National Policy, the Ministry of Investment Promotions, the Ministry of Wildlife and Forest Resources Conservation, the Ministry of Environment, the Ministry of Tourism and Lands, the Ministry of Industries, the Ministry of Power and Energy, the Ministry of Irrigation, the Ministry of Water Supply and Estate Infrastructure Development, the Sri Lanka Sustainable Energy Authority and the Ceylon Electricity Board. Cabinet has also approved a proposal submitted by President Ranil Wickremesinghe to investigate the execution of Henry Pedris in 1915 by the colonial administration of Sri Lanka, who at the time accused him of rioting and treason against the government. A 3-member committee headed by retired Supreme Court Judge Anil Gunaratne has been appointed to probe the incident, reveal information, study relevant matters and submit a report with recommendations to the Cabinet in order to bring justice to his family. The Cabinet of Ministers granted approval to a resolution by the Minister of Justice to introduce legal provisions to keep the suspects and offenders of cases under house arrest instead of them being imprisoned or remanded as a remedy to the issue. A committee chaired by a Supreme Court judge has been appointed to furnish appropriate recommendations with permissions given to instruct the legal draftsman to prepare a draft bill based on the report furnished by the said officers committee.